homeless is much worse. Locked in a mechanical confine, steel knoweth no love. But I won't bore you with mollifying tales of sweet whispering lassies, incandescent glowing caresses, with a warm fingertip pressed down on the edge of a nail, gliding, feeling the strands of me hair mowed down for the path of a finely known, indelible tiding, traveling across my arm, bleeding into my soul. Fire in us now. Surrender. That's what they told us. All of them, each in their own way. If thou strivest against it, the more torment shall it bring thee. In your hands, or your pockets, or the seats, you might have already crumpled the papers past you at the door, or maybe you folded them with a nice crisp edge, clean, out of the eye line. What say you? A careful keeper of order, or a wild scatter of chaos? Benefits to both, aren't there? We moved around a lot. Northeast UK, then across the pond. Father was a stalwart man of conflict, militant, decorated, SAS, poker face, cracked like a whip slash, singed into my back and the soft pudgy thighs. Mind you, I was a preteen, never liked being told how I should conduct myself. Do any of us? Done for your own good, aye? A heap of bother one time, a magazine I used to fancy, you know the kind. Pubescent it was, the smell of the paper, glossy, smooth to the touch. Right there, on display within the shop. Anticipation, sense of guilt. I possessed a wondrous maneuver, the craft to hand cunning at the checkout stand, blood pulsing. I was a lad, yay high. They wouldn't suspect me. And if they did, they never do. Grab another mag to cover it, a quick glance, pull it from the rack, under the tee and trousers, tucked between the belt and coat, with the other mag distracting, back to the rack, cover the bulge, heart thumping, lump in my throat. I can feel the edge of the pages resting low, just beneath my waist. I don't approve of dishonest actions, but how am I gonna slip out this magnificent page turner? They're never gonna sell it to me. Grab the groceries, change from my father, head off. Young man, forgotten your receipt. Better get that. He always checks it, gone through it with a fine-tooth comb, down to the penny. When I come into the house, while I spied the protrusion in my clothing, didn't bank on him coming from the toilet, whole plan gone to shite. He laid into us real proper. One for the stealth, the other for the smut. Feel the shame ringing through my ears, clapped, reverberated. Return it. Yes, sir. Sometimes when you get caught, it brings a relief from the falsehoods. The chaos I mentioned. There was a ledge high up on the sheer cliff where I used to perch. Come, look at the waves crash. Tumult from the northerly winds. White cold smashed up against the black rocks. Froth spewed. All disorderly, yet covered. Echoes of the past. Sent to the soul, sent adrift. Me solace on this precipice with one clean leap. I'll be the seas to claim fortune I can only dream of. Not time yet, but it will be. The deal I do make, and to thee for sitting witness to this, is for thee to give thy verdict. Me path, me fate hangs upon your decisions. Them papers there, aye, keep them close. You'll be marking them later. Shall we dive into it now, huh? Enough of this stuff, dreary, fucking morbid. Didn't even introduce the parlance involved slip-ups here and there. Killian. Be a birth name if you want, call us Hitchens. Good enough for everyone else. You're a lovely crowd, a regular family now. I reckon you're curious why we're gathered here. Let's get to that. Our tribe, cheers for coming. Without a witness, we're caught in a daft bag of mixed up thoughts between the primal urges, dreams, desires, meanings, and mutterings, scattered as fuck. I'll clean up the gutter mouth. Came in for truth, yeah? I'll give it to you in a silver chalice, sacred, medicinal, a communal respect. Tell us, the roads you've walked, you feel appreciated today? Not with them obscene prices dangling out there, huh? Fucking robbery. Worse than a magazine slip, huh? They got us all fucking ransacked, gadgets, algorithms. Don't fret over any of that yet. Not until we get going. We got a pack then, yeah? I'm at the mercy of your offering. Agency. That's what they knocked into us. Agency. Father was none too pleased when Maribel come back from the market. Sure a bit waifish and lithe. A gorgeous woman, me mother was. Elegant and demure. Inside the motor, me dad's eyes were like glowing orbs. He sits fixing his gaze on the two figures coming up the street. Me ma should know better than to walk with a git like that, showing off all chivalrous. He'll get us into a right mess, I can feel it. The man next to us is caged feral. I'm older now, in the last year of my teens, but if I have to step in between this, it's going to get ugly. Maybe I'll make quick work of this intruding near, so my father won't lay hands on either of them. This isn't to say he would strike me, Mum, though I've seen her throw her with tremendous force. Makes us sick to my stomach every time I feel the fit coming. Nauseous, lightheaded, vertigo descends upon us, windows sealed shut. Squeaks and cracks inside the vehicle. He's getting like a horse's hooves at the gates, muzzled, mouth foaming. I have to imagine my mum's rebought this outside's advances. He must be one persistent prick to pursue her. She's a classy one, not a trace of flirtation. I've gone out. Let's do this before my dad gets a better look at his mug. Hey, got her covered. Clear off, kid. White knuckles on the bags, like he's holding more than just shopping. We're just up ahead. We can settle here, Mum says. You're a bloke in the bagger. Lazy knacker. Father, with one leg out, the car stares him down. You'd have well to drop them bags, mate. The outsider retorts. I know you. Footy coach. For Covenant High, you're gonna put them kids' faces in the muck for losing one match, you freak. Bring it. Grayson back in the car. He won't listen. Like a buckshot. He came running our way. Bags drop it from the stranger's grip. Grayson wrenches him by the collar, twice did it tight about his neck, and hoys him to the pavement. With savagery, I wanted to stop and look at this. What would you do? Not time to think. Already the shank's out. You see right there, rusty blade, held like a vice. My dad's in danger. Mum and I pounce on the outsider, eye on the fatal hand. I'd never seen her like that before. She was the comely and timid type. Wouldn't sneeze in public, much less throw her tiny frame on a confronter. Life comes down to moments. Where the fuck are the busies? Like a scythe, the outsider swings hard, aim at a Grayson's temple. Maribel drops low, covering her man's head like a Ming Dynasty vase. In a dumb move, I grab the stranger's shoulder to pull him off. Instead of going for his wrist, the knife drives right through the fair yellow gown of my mother. A gut wound open beneath her ribcage. The outsider was rabid, a fucking monster. With mine own, I pluck out the blade. Blood dripping on my hands and twist his wrist like it's nothing. I got it held. His throat, the blooded point. You gotta go now. Grayson, do it. A busy shows up. Me future flashes. Blade drops. Life comes down to moments. For me father needed a new start. Shipped us over the great sea. Myself and he alone, that is. 'Twas between Norfolk and Lynchburg, VA. Don't know if you heard much about these places. I would have preferred the coastal of Norfolk, the briny air, to order me thoughts. Ever so cluttered. Settled in Lynchburg, smaller town, conservative, flags on porches, church bells. Grayson was recruited by a PMC, private military contractor. Father proffered his aid to cover my studies at uni. Pulled a few strings and sorted some deals. You're going into criminology. That's the arrangement. I want to study psychology, Father. You get that with criminology. You'll understand what drives the dark side of human nature. Seems about right. You've always had the soul of a man halfway buried. I'd rather sit with someone spiraling, like what a guidance counselor does. Solve cases, prevent more trauma, stopping a crime before it gets out of hand. It could have been a hero. It could be one. A profiler, a go-to expert. You mean predicting disasters? In a broken system, this is where I laid it in. You do your mother some honor, you ungrateful bastard. You follow my bidding, else you'll regret the day you ever open up your gob to talk. You're gonna make up for that wretched mockery of a jury. Disgraced us, as if mine own hand wielded the blade against her. I was defending. 3 scabby years he served with a past as black as the devil's boots, slithering bastard for the life he stole. Your poor Maribel, looking down on us. You ought to do each one of them, yeah, in solemn duty to the woman who gave us hope, to no front to back the mind of such a wretch who can snatch that away. Career criminal, alongside all the other reprobates lost beyond redemption. I bequeath you an education worthy of the cost, to make damn sure nay beasts like that walk the streets again without eyes on them. Trap set, every snare and watchful glare burning right into his skull. I'll make a man of ye yet, Killian. Count on it. How the fuck do I say no to that? Heavy shite. I hope none of you's expecting a comedy. I honestly thought he was gonna stick us himself, breathing away all mad-faced like some frenzied fucking muskox. He ain't all wrong, but a fine line there is between feeling for the corrupted and learning them so you can put them away. Look over here, will you? What do you make of that? I see potential, boundless landscape for possibility, the womb of all queries, the chasm where all is brought into being, conflict and calm. Appreciate you all. As you stand on the cusp of your future, know that your education has equipped you with more than just knowledge, but armed you with the tools to navigate the complexities of our justice system, to serve you in a world that demands integrity and fairness. Be driven to advocate for the marginalized souls who stand in the shadows. You now hold the potential to transform these lives and create a more harmonious society. Godspeed you all. We did it, Father. You're proud of us. There's more to be done. Huh, sure. Hey, James. Jimbo, come here. Dad, this is James. James is going to the crisis intervention. Isn't that great? Sounds like some fucking cuddle puddle. Dad, this is me mate who I've been telling you about. He's just messing around. He's not. I apologize. This is my mate, James. James, is it? James, I'm having a son. Conversation right now. Go on, get out of here. Go. Let's see. I'll catch up with you, James. What you going to spout that for? James is a good friend. Friends will betray you. They'll make you soft. You need direction. I was hoping to borrow your car. I'm thinking of traveling some. You said if I graduated, you'll have your fair share of travels. I ain't agreed to that yet, but you will. She didn't bleed out for you going backpacking with your daft mates. It's my day, Father. I earned it. It's not fair to bring that up. You're not taking time off. You're taking orders. You'll do here what the courts back home never did. I got you what most will never touch. Not in their whole lives. Quantico. Behavioral analysis unit. Not what you want for us. What she would expect. Not a child running from grief, but a man fixed on finding the fuckers that cause it. No peace. Put him in the ground or behind glass. Make the cut. Jacket clean, eyes up, mouth shut. Yes, sir. I was trained to look past the act into the architecture. Not the what, but the why. Every crime, a fingerprint of the soul. Learn to read the eyes that lie. Had a pinpoint illusion. A cult leader who bends reality gently, then violently. A self-declared hero of the world. They're burning. Thrill killers, messiahs, martyrs. We pick apart the manifestos like forensic code, interview tapes, slips, eye dots, baseline deviations. We are taught to feel nothing, measure, follow the logic of chaos, and move. Gangs, militias, lone wolves, true believers, their creation myths, enemies, codes of honor. Then come the dark passage. No safe word, just a room. Metal on metal, cold breathing events. They call it preparation. It'll teach us how to vanish, how to forget, how to become. I'm given a name and told you'll need to believe it before they do. Who are you? Solomon Wolf. Again? Solomon Wolf. Again? Solomon Wolf. Are you an informant? No. Who brought you here? I came of my own free will. Where were you born? Winchester, Woodland Springs, Virginia. Do you work for the FBI? No. Don't overcommit. No. Don't be defensive. Why did you join the King of Quran? I'm sworn to truth, with patriots worth dying for. Will you betray us? Never. 3 or 4 days more to get there. Why couldn't I do like James? So many lies already. They want to make sure I don't break, even though I've been cleared. You all right back there? Yeah. You from where? Woodland Springs, Virginia. How many states you been to? In a decent part? Tend to stay away from big cities? Field agent, CTD, counter-terrorism. What brings you up this far? Looking for honest work? Had to travel across the entire country for that? Bit of a drifter. Ready to plant my feet down, though. What the fuck am I doing in this operation? The feds saw me on some fucking James Bond shit. Getting a taste of the homeland, I suppose. Not at all like the Pennines. Different. We're past it by Carhenge just a minute. Say what? Carhenge. Built by local artists. Vintage vehicles. Laid out in the same pattern. See the resemblance? No. Stonehenge. Oh, yeah. Fucking kidding us. That's some fine automotive art. I love Nebraska. Flat. And useless. In the middle of nowhere land. Let him deal with it. I gotta remember the story. Before I reach Cascadia. Up northwest. You know what my name is? Solomon Wolf. Bit of a checkered upbringing. Lose the textbook talk. No Britishisms. Woodland Springs. Woodland Springs. Woodland Springs. I'm at a tackle shop. Catch and release. Wet fly. Double hull presentation. Forward cast. Yeah, I got a fishing license. All kinds of bait hooks. Lost lures. Best time to go out in the lake. Old man at the helm. Pull the water. World outside fading. 4 days of old you when I was a youngin'. Caught in the mix. Backseat car rides to jack the corner shops. Didn't know better. Cradle by nature. Till it let me loose. Drifted from the cause. State failed me. Needed a higher calling. Got on my knees one day and I looked above. Sought the book, but the holy wasn't for me. So the Corps took me in. Took a 3-year tour. Paris Island to Syria. A stint in Somalia. On return, I was stumbling blind. So I moved west. Met a gal named Lacey. She was a good homemaker. No kids. It was Amarillo. Wanted to give her one. The panhandle pay was shit. Couldn't find a proper position to get settled. She kicked me out. This, I got a permit. That's me. Solomon Wolf. Yep. Miss the Texas dust and heat. Smoky bars, just a restless heart. No, I ain't no John Rambo. Figured the Cascades called me out. Evergreen. Some Rocky Mountain elk hunting. Maybe to be back home, but a new one. Reckon it's a full cycle. Lush Appalachian echoes a wild game. How'd that sound? That's a story. I'm Solomon. Been looking for the new way. Be a pleasure to have lunch with you. Where? Pioneer Park? Who? More the merrier. I'll see you there. You're with us so far. You got me back still, right? Good. Okay. Don't say anything odd, okay? Please. Clean fucking facts. Whoever's there, handle it like a pro. Record what you can. The hidden stuff. That's a pine picnic table. Likely from a ponderosa. Rugged trees. Built to last. If I stumble, I'll focus on that. I'm fucking terrified. There he is. Come meet the boys. That's Bruce. He also did a tour Iraq. Pleasure. Clement, welcome to the land of milk and honey. That over there is Blaine. Take a seat. Thank you. Now, don't be so polite. Ain't no trial or nothing. Feel like one though, don't it? You like ribs? Can't say no to ribs. He's the best. Bruce! Give him a plate. Rick said he's from Texas. I bet you missed that brisket, huh? Virginia. Yeah, I'll give you some Texas. Yeah? I used to be up in Driftwood. You know where that is? About half an hour outside Austin, ain't it? This guy. Fucking geographical almanac. Blake, you ever hear a man give so many right answers? I'm striped as a sunburned tourist. Like to shoot? Yeah. Gun. Dig it. Can I see it? Huh? Your gun. Nice. Gen 5. 17. How long you carried a Glock? A couple of years. Where'd you get it? Crossroads Armory, close to Fringe. Outside of Fringe, yeah? Who was the guy who kept your heat in top shape? Go-to gunsmith, mate. Mason the man. Good old Mason, right. These Glocks, reliable, well-crafted. When I grip one, I feel like a proper FBI agent. We fix on heading the Overlook. Rick meant you looking for the new way. Have been. Government got you down. Then some. What you know about us? Folks talk. Yeah? What they say? Y'all do some crazy shit up in those ridges? I don't even drink, man. I don't know nothing down there. Bunch of bottom dwellers. Tripping on pixels. We'll take a drive, yeah? Gotta warn you. Ride's bumper than a pig in a poke. You mind? Ain't the dark that's unsettling. It's when you start seeing in it, you dig? Already fitting in, I told you, boys. Well, you're gonna meet the master. See what Agatha says. You okay there, Solomon? Why they call you that? Said it was an old soul. But who knows? What are you, king? Straight at the scriptures? That right. Well, you're gonna learn some brand new gospel up on this hill. Welcome to the movement. Family, gather close. Feel the pulse, the silent suffering of our people. Heartbeats of 100 million dreams starved by the greed of a system that keeps us bound. Promises of progress hollow while they hide and laugh. The world outside of these walls whispers lies. A siren song of false freedom. They want us to believe we are alone. That our voices don't matter. Our struggles isolated. But as the kin of Quran, we are the warriors of light to rewrite our story. We are the bearers. We are the bearers of the sacred truth that flows through our veins. Ruby Ridge, Bundy Ranch, Standing Rock. We watched the line move, inch by inch, until it crossed our doorstep. Hear this clearly. We are not terrorists. We do not attack to terrify. We strike to reclaim. This is not a message. This is a movement, not fear. Mastery. You. Yes, you. Come forward. What calls you to this place, dear seeker? If you can't speak to those who stand by you, how will you rise against those who will see you silenced? I fight for the forgotten, without a true home, scraping by, just to stay afloat. Yes, the monitored, manipulated. Yes, I'm sworn to truth, with patriots worth dying for. My child, you will hold our sacred principles and deny them from dividing us. I will. We are the kin of Quran. Our unity lies in this oath. Do you take this allegiance and pledge to it? I do. A builder of new reality, forged from the howling storm of blood and bone. Behold, my good people, the newly anointed, to rise against the villainy, our federation of light. I'll be home again. Not in days, as you know him. Where? I cannot say. One of the stars. Galactic. Euphoric. But the other abode haunts. Torments. Taunts. Outside of mine eye. Would ye defend us? Were I your son? Brother, once loved father. How could this onerous weight befall me? Was I heretical? Would ye ask this of me, to be punished, if I said I love you, and meant it? Must it be made an example of, to test the deepest metal? dwelled within the compound for 3 full years, severed from the outside realm. Father must think I'm dead and buried. Given that the old Hitchens is gone, it fits. Surveillance cameras encircle the perimeter, observing every move. No signs of medical neglect, abuse of any sort, financial exploitation, drug use, not even alcohol present. Solid Americans drawn from every corner. Farmers, veterans, PhDs, all armed, prepared, yet not rabid. What binds them isn't rage. It's a blueprint. Quiet sketches passed under candlelight. Local cooperatives, food sovereignty, community-run clinics, schools, where no corporations dictate the syllabus. No lobbyists or billion-dollar leash around the will of the people. Some talk of land returned to the tribes. Others of power given back to the country, the family, the streets. They speak of these things like scripture, with conviction. I await the great movement with little ability and far less urgency to correspond with the agency at all. They'll likely take this to the Department of Justice. Here I find a strange calm, unsettling in its gentleness, as if the air I breathe is laden with the weight of unspoken truths. Ain't sure the honor I'm doing me good mother in this place. Oftentimes I hear her whispering, not to worry. Grayson thought it best to comprehend the deviant sort, catch them before they cause you harm. But you spend long enough with them, you become one yourself. Sacredness of breath, primal, transcendent, final, to have the blame erased. If I can get there. Agatha has bestowed upon us our Helios. He's destined for greatness. Here I stand a father, a role I'd lifelong deemed impossible. Years past, a mystic once confronted us, locked eyes with unwavering certainty, and revealed, "You'll never have a family." Yet here I am, defying the shadows of fate. Thank you for believing in us. What about me, Oath? Look at how peaceful. Of course I still know it. Do solemnly affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. I'm never going back. Defector. Call us what you will. The real traitors are those who abandon their own, without the spine to stand for the outliers. They dare speak of tyranny, yet act blind to the sophisticated mechanism dismissing us who see through it as fools. It's a gallant gathering. The militancy, the fierce, unwavering drive to reclaim what was lost and forge a future from the ashes of the past burns in the hearts of those who tread the long, unyielding path of struggle. Listen, this is not just a fight. It's a revolution of the spirit, a movement that rises from the collective pain of generations crushed beneath the weight of a system that refuses to see its humanity. Let us rejoice. The brothers, sisters, beloveds. Ah, what gaiety. Look at it, we're surrounded. Get up! Solomon, wake up. Solomon. Bruce, we've been looking everywhere for you. I should have been watching the perimeter. Feds cut you the chain link. I was off sneaking a beer. I know I'm not supposed to drink. Sorry about Agatha, your boy. They took out Rick and Clement too. A bunch of others. The rest of us made it to the backup, except you. I'm okay on my lonesome right now. Ain't going nowhere. Safe enough for me here. They caught us with our pants down. We're gonna do the same to them. Blaine's kicking off the op. The others are scared. They trust you. Need you back with us. What's the end game? Justice. It's a Hydra, not a hierarchy. No need chain of command. Kill one part, the rest adapt. Big tech and pharma, sick care, media machine, Wall Street. It all runs in the same chaos. Don't get all pacifist on me. I'm not talking about freedom, but to have back what was offered. You're nothing of them. Who are we out for? Ask the natives. What happens when you trust the system, the Lakota, the Apache? We're next. They'll strip our land, rights, voices, till nothing's left to lose, except the fight. America's just branding. Walks like America, talks like America, but sold its soul long ago. Freedom to the highest bidder. We remember what it was supposed to be. That's why we're dangerous. We're the recoil, not the threat. And fail the people, Bruce. Engineer the failure. Truth buried under patriotism and profit. But this ain't justice or saving the country. It's who comes out on top when it goes down. We're all part of the same machine, fueling it, fanning the flames. But no one listens till the smoke hits their lungs. Just get the morale back, Solomon. Please, I feel crushed, losing hope. Okay. Right. Bushfires everywhere. Communities wiped out, blaming budgets, lack of resources, no pre-deployment. All I hear is climate change. We need leadership change. Became a citizen because I believed in what the ideals stood for. We don't care anymore, Blaine. It's over. Look around you. They'll do what they want. Solomon, we thought you were dead. Or turned. Sorry, brother you're talking about. He's more than alive, aren't you? We're so sorry about Agatha and your boy. Alright, we're initiating the operation. Says who? Are you willing to concede all other systematic options is broken, leaving no other plan than to revolt? Agatha said the cost of standing aside is far greater than the cost of standing up. She was right. But not like this. That's what they want, not your fear, Yet doubt. She believed in you, that you were the one. They'll just redact us, spin us as lunatics, anarchists, whatever fits their PR. I'll look into the snod souls of these sociopathic jackals and defy your petty, puerile hate, fear of what we represent. The love hath rage. Condemn me? Then meet me. I stand before you all, having half-betrayed codes written by bygone men, siloed in their delicately protected ivory towers, unsuspecting, underestimating, uninterested. I too am a wolf, not who I am, but what I am. And this time I take back what has been stripped. I own what has been lost. I possess what has been suppressed. The fire to speak my mind beyond the words, beyond the pain. My right to exist with action, watching silent, biding the time, waiting on the world to bounteously gift it to me. I strive, I remain, the void blink back, nothing. So now I release. Hold it for you all. Shine it in your midst and send you to the mines to excavate your soulful awareness. Stand down no more. Inside of the lying dead selves. Wake up! In a coordinated attack, multiple congressional structures and military installations were overtaken when authorities are calling an unprecedented bid to seize control. Armed standoffs continue as investigators assess the extent of casualties and disruption to national governance and security operations. Eyewitnesses claim the assailants are affiliated with a radical faction known as the Kin of Quran. Killian Hitchens, the alleged mastermind and rogue FBI operative, is now in custody. Outrage spreads as citizens and officials demand accountability for the violence that has shaken our country's heritage. Nice to hear my name again. But I keep asking myself what it is to be an American. I used to carry the symbol of freedom, one nation, things greater than ourselves. A lot of comfort over conviction lately. Scroll past the storm. Pretend it's not in the making. Maybe the fight's never been about winning, but just keeping the fire alive. Inmate Hitchens, report to visitation. I'll be right back. Father, hanging in there? What the fuck did you do, Killian? I followed your advice. Boy, you took a turn into the Garden of Infamy. You started a war out there. You think I did that? They want to skew you. Wouldn't be half wrong either. I didn't raise the man I'm looking at. You came in to make yourself feel better. Because I'm not your scapegoat. Watch it. That's all I've ever known how to do. The one lesson you gave us. Your poor mother. Stop keeping her so helpless. It was her guts that gave you the gift to still speak. I pray it's a quick and painless death for you, Killian. Keep in prayers, Father. You may need to save one for yourself. Well, that went as smooth as sandpaper. Now it's your turn to decide mine. That was the deal. Hope I didn't bore you. If that's the case, I'll do myself a save you the bother. Go on, you got the ballot and the pencil. Check one, guilty or not. Drop them in the box on your way out, or don't. Whatever sits right with you. Maybe it's what I've done, represent, how it made you feel, undecided, leave it blank. Go on now. So what I've come to give you is the weight and the release of it. Not just a vote. What you're holding is instinct, smudged with memory, your gut, and your ghost. And your gut, fight your ghost. All that, the mark, that's it. Just you. What's left? If you remember that, not my name, not my face, but the pause you took, the second thought, the quiet you let in, the part of you that still aches to be understood. Next time judgment's close, whether you're handing it down or feel it passed against you, then you've got it. Not just carried it, but answered what it asks to bring them scales back to balance. Thank you for holding it with us. Our tribe. Trial's over. Good day, good night. I'll see you on the other side.